Welcome everybody. In today's video, we are going to be checking out the new kid on the block that has been rocking the markets all across the country. And it's a new kid on the block, BUGOUT competitor. Max Lovely EDC has done a review on this. The handle is orange. It is Ozark Trail. You probably know where this is going if you haven't read the thumbnail. But we are talking about the new Ozark Trail D2 steel ball bearing bug-out knife. They don't call it a bug-out knife, but very similar to a benchmade bug-out. Just a smidge longer. I'd say it's about this much longer than an actual benchmade bug-out, so you are getting just a little bit more real estate here. It's a little thicker than a bug-out in the handles, I'd say, because of the way they do the bearings. They could have narrowed that down a little bit, but this is Ozark Trail, $10. Like, what do you expect? But it's ball bearings. Like, I wish the bug-outs did this. You know, I know you can get them drop shutty by working with them a lot, but man, this is peak action for a knife. And this is $10 from Walmart, might I add. $10. Ozark Trail 7.5 inch folding knife. Like D2 steel, fantastic slide lock, as they're calling it. Deep carry belt clip. The D2 is questionable at the moment because, like, we don't know, just because this is so new, we don't know just how good or bad the D2 is. Because you can have good D2, you can have bad D2. But out of the box, this sucker is super sharp. Just like, yikes. Just right through receipts. Goodness. The drop shuttiness is good. With most Ozark Trails, the thumb studs are maybe a little too proud, in my opinion. A little too sharp and sticks out a little too far. Same thing with the axis lock here. Just sticks out just a smidge too far, in my opinion, for the way the knife is shaped. But there's no blade play, no blade wiggle. Easy one-hand opening. It is a hollow ground here, which makes it super slicey. You can see that there, hopefully. You can see the edge is just nice and clean all the way up. Like, this is a really well done edge, and I know Ozark Trail has its problems with the edges. This edge out of the box is super clean. I haven't done a strop to it or anything, and man, this sucker is impressive. I mean, for $10 you have basically a benchmade bug-out on bearings. It doesn't get much better than that when you think about it for the knife world. Good, solid, deep carry clip. Some people like thicker handles, which is, you know, that could be great for some of you. I like my knives a little slimmer if it's just one knife blade. Depends on the knife. Good, comfortable grip. I have extra large glove hands, mostly for the length, but extra large hands. That's a full 4-finger grip right there, without like going over the ends on the knife. Like, you've got real estate to work with on this. This is fantastic. And if this turns out to be good D2 steel, like, hot diggity dog, this is going to be in everybody's stockings this Christmas if they don't sell out. And luckily, my Walmart, Corinth Walmart in Corinth, Mississippi, still has these in stock. Not a lot of them, but they still got some as of the time of this video. So, yeah, consider getting one of these. I think it's just worth it enough, despite like the thumb studs and the lock tabs. This thing is sweet. It only comes in orange though at the moment. Hopefully they do like a black or olive drab green down the road. If they do that, they're going to sell more, I think. But this, as a bug-out competitor, just kicked Benchmade in the crotch. People don't want to pay $200 for a knife. Not some of you do. I do. I would love to get me a proper Benchmade bug-out, get it decked out with like copper shipwreck scales and all that fun stuff. But you know, for someone who loves the essence of a light, and it is skeletonized on the inside, may not show up on camera, but it is skeletonized. A light camping knife that, what happened to my voice there? A light camping knife that can hold up to basic rigors of a campsite without jumping up to a fixed blade. Like, this is, oh boy. The jimping is a little lackluster, perhaps, but it's $10. What do you expect? You know, it's good enough that it does the job, and it's comfortable in the hand. Very comfortable, extremely comfortable. You're not going to cut yourself on the tip of the knife when it's closed. There's some knives that I do kind of worry about that, and even on like the $500 knives that I've seen, is like, you could put the tip down a little bit lower probably. But this knife is just like, whew, I love this. You know, Christmas is coming up, people. Just get some of these, save them up, put them in people's stockings. They are $10 a piece. $10. Ozark Trail from Walmart. Walmart. Yes, it's China made. Yes, it's cheap. But like, this is a... Ozark Trail has been amping up the knives the last couple of years. They've been making knives that I've actually been like, well, you know, with a slight tweak, this could be good. And to get an example, last year, they came out with this guy. Kind of looks like a Lander 2. In my opinion, kind of has some Landery vibes. Here's a NAF's Lander. The Lander 2 has the little clutch lock on it. I don't know. It's just kind of Landerish to me. Swallowed wrong. But this came out last year, and this was like super thick for an axis lock style knife, but it had a super deep carry clip, which might, no, the screw's like too far apart, might have been swappable. That could have been cool. But this was a flipper axis lock knife. I haven't used it a lot the past year, so it hasn't gotten a lot of breaking in yet. But Teflon washers, which is kind of a little bummer to me. I like to see metal washers in a knife. But this was like their Ozark Trail's first knife where it's like, well, actually, you're onto something with this. You're starting to understand what makes a knife a knife. What makes a good knife out of $10 price range? You know, what do people want in a knife? Excuse me. I am burping today. But this is like their next step up. And if they keep improving, next year's knife is probably going to be a whopper. You know, just a fantastic, you know, EDC butte. But this is like the first knife where it's like, this is a knife. Ozark Trail has finally made a knife that I would not be disappointed to have in my pocket. Like this, you know, aside from like the tacky orange for camping and stuff, which really blue is a better color for camping because there's less blue than there is orange out in nature. But this is like their first knife that is just, this is a knife that is fantastic for all that they're punching it to be. So if you've been watching Max Level EDC on YouTube and you've seen that knife, go, you know, I stand behind him. This is a good knife. Go check it out. Make Walmart sell these suckers out where they can't sell more. They got to order more. You know, like the Harbor Freight Gordon multi-tool. Harbor Freights couldn't keep these in stock when they first came out. The people were buying these up so fast that you just could not keep these in stock. And let's do that with this. This sucker is fantastic. It's basically a benchmade BUGOUT. If you've been hankering for that benchmade BUGOUT look, this is it. It's $10. You can buy 18 of these suckers for a bit compared to a benchmade BUGOUT. 18 of your friends can have a decent knife in their pockets, or you can just have one in yours. It depends on how selfish you are. But consider checking them out. That is, Ozark Trail is finally understanding knives. And hopefully, as the years go on, hopefully not once a year, hopefully every 6 months or something, because not all of us can wait that long, they keep improving the knives that they make. This is like the first knife where it's like, this is not quite a knife, but you're onto something here. This knife is just like, well, now you've done it. You've actually made a knife that I think people would be happy to own. So, yeah. The Ozark Trail 7.5-inch camping knife. Go check it out. Walmart.com, Walmart app. Go to your local Walmart store, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Go check it out. It's great. So, also Walmart's going to start selling Civivi knives. Yay! That's, oh boy, that is, I can't wait for that. This is going to be fantastic. So, thank you for watching my video, listening to me rant and ramble. Hope you found this video useful and informational. I hope it helps you build your EDC to your standards. And until the next time, a farewell, carry well, and a bye-bye. Go get one of these. These are good.